Hello, my name is Mukesh Jain. I'm a CTO and Vice President at Capgemini. We are into consulting. Cloud and AI for last, I would say 15 years now, and it is in each of this area. Every business has to adopt to this. Now with cloud, we have seen most of the businesses are already have adopted the cloud or in the final stage of adoption, except for a few places where regulatory requirement does not allow them to do it. But especially with AI, I think the opportunities are enormous. I've been tracking AI for 25 years now, and now it's the place where now all the people are talking about it, especially with the generative AI coming in openly for all. Important part to notice that each area, how can we improvise the experience of the employees? How can we do experience for our customers and get more business, scale the business, all of those. So when you talk about digital transformation, it's not just an application and being digital. It's about how do we leverage the data and power of data to be able to get more value. And that's what we are seeing across all of our clients in multiple areas. And now with sustainability, more and more focus is going there. How can we leverage data for better sustainability, understanding where we are, and then doing the right thing as per the ESG norms. See, the challenges will always be there, primarily because it is still new. The data literacy or understanding of the AI part may not be as high as we expected at the senior level. So when you're doing this part, the initial part about trying to do small and then building some models and getting there, it's a starting point. But as people start using it more and more, right, the cloud usage goes up. And then scaling becomes a challenge because some of the model may have been trained on slightly older data, or the data may not be as much relevant. So we have to understand those parts. And that's where the whole architecture part, the data architecture part comes into picture. How well do you architect this piece and then build the solution end to end. Second part on this one will be organization, right? Once they deploy. The scaling part comes more challenging because not many people I have heard are doing monitoring to understand whether the model which is deployed, are we having the right output coming in? Is there any drift? Is there any bias being developed? So monitoring those become more important. If you don't do that part, you probably are running blind with the AI. And the third most important part is having more and more people understand AI part of it and then start building those solutions and deploy them on cloud. I think that becomes a bigger and bigger challenge, I would say. So we definitely have a big push now for encouraging all of our employees to go through this training, and several thousands of employees have already gone through the training. So training is one part of it. The second part always is how do you translate that into something meaningful? And this is the place where we started building solutions. These are specific targeted solution for industry, specific targeted solution for roles. This solution collectively helps our client, at the same time helps us, our employees, to have a little bit of practice when they are learning few things. And at the same time, when we are specifically trying to talk to our client, the whole digital transformation landscape will be able to provide each of the solution at the right place. So think of it like a day in a life, of a CXO. Right? What are the 20 things the person goes through, and do we have a solution for each one of them? So while we are training our employees, those solutions are being created so that it can be used for on a larger scale for the respective CXOs. Every decision we take on the data, right? We always go through those lists and then see are we complying with all of those and take necessary action. That's one part of it. Second, every employee has to go through the training when they are working on any project related to data. Those are the things which are helping us just to make sure we are aware of those parts. Then, if we are taking any decision based on the data, the compliance check validation has to be done, stringent validation has to be done. And in case when we are working with a client, whatever client requirements are there, they will be on top of it. Which means we do it right the first time, and top of it we also look at what client requirements are, regulatory requirements are, and doing it. Now this like the law and the regulatory requirements are coming up every few days, few weeks. So keeping a tab on those, that on top of it also is a challenge. So that's why best is to talk to the legal team and then get those verified and then being compliant around those. We are always in the forefront of the technology. So now we all talked about generative AI, right? Creating some of the POC, proof of concepts on those and showcasing to our client is always the top of it. AI part definitely, we have been talking about responsible AI for last 5 years now. And definitely important to notice how they are helping. Quantum computing is coming new, so definitely we have a quantum lab. We are looking into that. The 5G lab that we have at Capgemini, we are building some of the solutions for our client and staying ahead in the game of innovation so that the client can look at the value and then get more and more. So future of AI and cloud. So cloud, I think is here to stay. It will be a lot more easier for people to use it. We all are using cloud already. Yeah? The future AI will be like as it gets more bigger and bigger, right? We'll see kids learning AI at the early stage. Okay, having AI at people's fingertip. ChatGPT came in and then made it happen, right? Like that, it's a lot more things. You'll be able to do it on your own, more self-service part of it. At the same time, more regulation will come in so that we are clear about what we are getting and everything, especially differentiating between what data is coming or what responsibility we're getting from an AI and from a human. Those transparency will come in a lot more going forward. I think there's a lot of value in AI. I know people talk about losing jobs and all. Nothing like that's happening. There will be some adjustment here and there, but more and more people knowing AI is good for the whole society, I would say. But yeah, we have to draw the line that we cannot cross the line and make it responsible AI.